Hi, welcome to your short Pilates flow. This is a class that is classically inspired, that is doing mostly of the basic or classical Pilates moves on the mat. You do not need any equipment. This is something you can do anywhere. And it's also something that you can consistently come back to every week to do a quick workout to strengthen your core, to open up your body, and to also feel more connected to your body, and to feel a little bit more grounded and to just feel good, right? So that's what we're all looking for. So let's get started. You're going to start laying down. And you're going to bend your knees, arms go long by your sides, or you can go on your belly. And then I just want you to close your eyes. And just start getting in tune with your body, in tune with the space, and just taking a deep inhale, breathing wide. Deep exhale out through your mouth, sinking even heavier down into your mat. 2 more breaths like this. Deep inhale, breathe wide, expand that rib cage, expand your belly. Imagine that there's a big balloon inside you going all the way around, filling you up. And then as you exhale, think about sinking heavier into the mat, knitting that rib cage together, letting your shoulders relax away from your ears. And then 1 more breath here. Deep inhale, breathe wide, expand that rib cage, expand your belly. And then as you exhale, exhale out through your mouth, letting any tension of the day go, and just setting the intention of being present here and now in your body. Good. And then just keeping that rib cage relaxed, you're going to go into some pelvic tilts. So just tuck your tail, imprint your spine, so you just curl your pubic bone up towards the ceiling, lower back stays glued to the mat, and then just drop your tailbone down, sits bone spread wide. You go into your arch and you create a space underneath your lower back, about the size of your hand. And then you tuck, you scoop your tailbone underneath you. So this is your pelvic tilts. It just warms up those lower abs. It's gonna warm up your hips, and it's also gonna help you find neutral, which we talk about all the time in Pilates. Let's just do that 2 more times. You tuck and arch, and then last one, tuck and arch. Good. And then come between the two, find your neutral. So easiest way to find this is whenever your pelvis is in neutral, you can put your palms on your hips, your middle fingers on your pubic bone, make like a little diamond shape, and you can look up and just make sure that your palms and your middle fingers are in line with each other. And you also can figure it out too, there's like a little tiny space about the size of a blueberry. We love to talk about a blueberry in Pilates, underneath your lower back. Okay. So you found that neutral, you found that ribcage closure. Now reach your arms up, reach your arms back, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, find length in your sides, and then reach your arms up, lower your arms back down to the mat. Good, reach up, reach back, find length. Think about ribcage sinking heavy, but glide your shoulders up towards your ears, and then push down like you're pushing through mud, all the way down. Think about collarbones smiling. Good. So we're just trying to find that connection of that rib cage while those shoulders are moving. It's not flaring open. You're staying in that neutral. You're keeping that rib cage relaxed. Let's do 2 more. And back down. And then 1 more. Reach back. Shrug the shoulders up towards your ears. Hold here. And just reach your left arm a little bit further, feeling that stretch in the left side of your body. And then reach your right arm a little bit further, feeling that stretch in that right side of your body. Let's do that 4, alternating, and 3, last 2, and then 1 more. Perfect. Come back to this neutral with the shoulders, arms fluid by your sides as you lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Now look towards your pubic bone. Did you tuck your tail? We tend to start doing that. I want you to drop your tailbone heavy, find that imaginary blueberry again, and then you're just going to lower back down, reach your arms back. Take an inhale here, exhale, bend deep your breastbone, lift right back on up, and then lower back down. Now if you get neck pain, you can always just put your hands behind your head here and use that support. And then if you can't lift your head, then you can just keep going into those rib cage arms. Okay, let's do 2 more like that. Reach back, and then lift back on up, and then 1 more. Lift up, stay lift. You either flip your arms down by your sides or take your hands behind your head. I prefer behind my head. And then you're gonna lift your right knee up in a tabletop, lower it down, lift your left knee up in a tabletop. And just alternate here for 6 and 5. Try to keep your pelvis super still for 4 and 3, last 2, and last 1. You lower your foot, you lower your head, you take a breath. Inhale here. Exhale, lift your head, take your shoulders back on up. All right, lift your knees up. We go into single leg marching. You dip your right toes down, lift it up, dip your left toes down. So I see a lot of people like just putting their toes down. You want to think about keeping that 90-degree angle and then think about moving your thigh away from you. And then as you pull it in, think about cinching your waist together. You've got 4 and 3, last 2, and last 1. You lower your feet, you lower your head, you take a breath. Inhale here, exhale, we lift back on up, lift your knees back on up. Double leg marching. If you have tight hips or lower back, separate your knees. Otherwise, squeeze those thighs together and then dip both toes down, both knees lift up. This is too much for you. You can go out to single leg, and then as you do this weekly, you can slowly build up to this. For 3, and 2, and last 1. Perfect. Lower your feet, lower your head, bring your arms long by your sides. Then from there, you're going to separate your feet 2 fist distance apart, arms long by your sides, and then tuck your tail, squeeze your butt, lift up into your first bridge. So a lot of people start arching their back, try to lift up as high as you can. Instead, you want to think about rib cage heavy like it's in a hammock. Scoop your tailbone underneath you like you're a dog tucking your tail between your legs, finding a lot of length in the front part of your hips, and think about shooting those knees forward. And then slowly melt your spine down, 1 vertebrae at a time, trying to get that nice length in your spine. Drop your tailbone heavy, find your neutral, and then tuck and lift right back on up. And then lower back down, feeling that connection in the backs of your thighs, lifting it back up, ground down those big toes, and lower. Last 3, and lower. 2 more. And lower. And then last one. You're going to lift up and stay lifted. Hold here. You lower halfway down, tuck and squeeze, lift all the way up. Lower halfway down, tuck and squeeze, lift all the way up. For 6 and 5. You've got 4. Last 3. 2 more. And 1. You lower it all the way down with control. Good. Now from here, you separate your feet a little bit wider. Turn your toes out about as wide as your mat. Then from there, you're going to tuck and lift back up into your bridge. This time, again, just keep thinking about scooping your tail underneath you. We hinge our hips. Think about like cry chopping right at your hip points. Tap your butt straight down. Tuck and squeeze, lift all the way back on up. So you tap it down, you lift it back on up. You've got 8 and 7. Make sure your feet aren't too far away from you. Mine felt like a little far. Last 4. Just feel outside of those glutes now. Really squeeze your butt at the top. For 3, 2, and 1. Let's get a little bit hip mobility here. So close your knees, lower your hips all the way down, open your knees, lift your hips up. So you close, you lower, you open, you lift. For 3, and 2, and then 1 more. Good, lower it down. Now keep your knees closed. We reverse. You lift up, you open your knees, you lower, you close, you lift. For 4, and 3. I'm hinging, but if it feels better for you to articulate, you could also do that here. And then 1 more. Perfect. Pull your knees in towards your chest, rock yourself side to side. You can cross your right ankle over your left knee. You can either pull, so right ankle's over your left knee. You can take your left hand on your ankle, on your right ankle, and take your right hand on your knee and just push away from you. Or if you grab behind that thigh, you can also find a stretch here. Personally, I prefer this. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, we switch sides. So left ankle crosses over your right knee. Pull it in towards you, however feels good, where you get that stretch in your hip. Taking an inhale here, and exhale. Perfect. All right, extend your legs long. Pull up your pants if you need to. Reach your arms back. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll up and over towards your toes. Flex those feet. Drop your head heavy between your arms. Relax your shoulders down your back pockets. And then slowly melt all the way down. Now, if this feels good for you, you can do these roll-ups. You're going to keep going. Otherwise, If you're having a hard time doing these roll-ups, you go into half roll downs. You can bend your knees, reach those arms forward, tuck, roll it halfway back, and then all the way up, or take your hands behind your thighs if you need more support. Otherwise, you're rolling all the way down, reaching those arms back, and then rolling all the way up. Let's do 2 more. Really flex those feet, really reach forward so you get that nice stretch in that back line of your body. And then last one. Reach forward, round forward, grab those feet or your shins, your calves, wherever you can grab. Take a forward fold. Inhaling here and exhale. Good. Now from here, you're gonna sit on up. You're gonna separate your feet as wide as your mat. Now, if I'm pretty flexible in my hips and stuff, so if you are having a hard time sitting up and you feel like you're going like this, you're gonna prop yourself up on a pillow or a blanket. You can also bend your knees. And then if you also have hyperextended knees like me, I like to bend so I actually activate the back of my legs. Then from there, you're gonna reach your arms forward, spine stretch forward, take an inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin in your chest, round forward. Try to keep your arms in line with your shoulders. Drop your head heavy between your arms and really reach forward. Think about scooping out your abs like you're scooping out an ice cream scoop in opposition as you reach. And then stack up your spine 1 vertebrae at a time, sit up tall. Inhale here, exhale, tuck your chin in your chest, round forward. And then stack it all the way up. Use your abs to stack yourself up, pull the shoulders back. Last 3. And back on up. 2 more. And back up. And then last one. Perfect. And then come all the way on up. Interlace your fingers behind your head or the base of your skull. Take an inhale, push your head into your hands, grow tall, and then twist the right, push your left hip back in opposition. And then untwist, come through center, and then twist the left, push your right hip back in opposition. Trying to keep those hips anchored as you twist, opening up that thoracic spine, that mid spine. Let's do 1 more each side. And then we're gonna go into saw. So from there, you're gonna twist back to the right. You open your arms out wide to a T. Then from there, you're gonna reach forward, try to take that left hand, slice off your pinky toe and look behind you, turning your back palm up. And then come up through center, arms open out wide to a T, and then you go over to the other side. Back palm is up, you look behind you, your pinky slices off your pinky toe. And then come back on up. Let's make it a little quicker for 8 and 7. If you wanna keep it slow, you can. For 6 and 5. You got 4 and 3. Last 2 and last 1. Perfect. Go ahead and pull your knees on in. We're gonna go into our series of 5. So you're gonna pull your knees on in. You're gonna slowly roll yourself back as slow as you can, and then come back to your shoulder blades. Now from here, grab your right knee, extend your left leg long, and then you'll switch and switch. Pull it in, switch. So think about trying to lift up to the tips of the shoulder blades, really drive your knee in towards your chest for 4. Again, you can always modify by keeping your head down. Last 2, last 1, pull your knees in. You can lower your head, maybe shake out your neck. Lift back up, double leg stretch. Extend your arms, extend your legs, circle around, pull your knees in towards your chest. Extend, reach, pull it in. 6, 5, you got 4, 3, 2, last 1. Pull your knees in, lower your head down. You can sway your knees side to side. And then from there, you're gonna extend your legs up to the ceiling. Lift your head and your shoulders up. Grab behind your thigh or your calf. Lower your left leg down, pull that leg in towards you, and then switch and switch and switch. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Pull your knees in, lower it down. 2 more. Woo! I've been sick the past week. This is feeling very hard. Okay, from here, extend your legs up, heels together, toes apart. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. If your hips are a little tight like mine, you can bend your knees a little bit. Otherwise, legs are straight. Lower both legs down only as far as you keep that neutral. Lift your legs up. Don't let your pelvis rock. Keep going. You'll see a lot of people going like this, right? You want that tailbone to anchor down. Hinge your hips, cinch that low waist together for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Lower your feet, lower your head, sway your knees right and left. Last one. You're gonna go into crisscross. You're gonna lift your head against shoulders, back up, lift your knees up, twist towards your right knee, extend your left leg long, come through center, switch, and switch, and switch. Try to get your armpit to the opposite knee for 4, 3, 2, last one. Perfect. Lower it all the way down. You did your series of 5. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Left leg extends long. Cross over. Look over that right shoulder. Ooh, I felt a little crack in my back. Take an inhale. And exhale. Come through center. Get on a little squeeze. And then switch sides. Pull your left knee in towards your chest. Cross over. Look over that left shoulder. Take an inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Rock and roll up to sit. If that doesn't feel good, just sit up. We're going to go ahead and roll in like a ball. Now, if you need more padding for your back, then you're going to go ahead and double up your mat or get on a little softer surface. And then also, if it doesn't feel good to roll on your back, I will give you a modification. So you want to bring your heels together, toes apart. You want to take your hands to the front of your shins. We're doing them rolling like a ball. You're going to tuck your tail, scoop out your abs, and I want you to lift your feet up off the mat. Now from here, you can always just stay here and work on holding here. Otherwise, you're going to scoop out that tailbone. You're going to look towards your belly. You're going to rock back, sit your shoulder blades. You're going to come back on up, and hold. Good. And then roll back. And then look back on up, make little sounds like me. And then keep going. Now, if you want to make it more challenging, let's see if we can do this. All right, elbows on your knees, rock back, and then come back on up. Trying to keep it connected. Not today, it's not working for me, so I'm gonna listen to my body. So you're gonna try to use your abs as brakes as you lift. Last 2, and last 1. Now you can hold here, we're gonna make it a little more challenging. You're gonna extend those legs long, you can grab behind your thighs here. And then you're gonna straighten those arms long towards your toes. You find that teaser, you hold here for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Bombs your feet good together. Knees go wide. Take a forward fold. Taking an inhale here. And exhale. Perfect. Feeling warm. Okay, cross your legs. Come to stand. Walk to the back edge of your mat. And then from there, you're going to reach your arms out to the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale. Roll yourself down. Slide bend your knees. Protect your low back. Walk out to your plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if the plank's not available for you today, just drop your knees, okay? Otherwise, you're up in that plank. We see a lot of people going here. I want your hips down, shoulders pull down your back, chest and heart. Lift up. Don't look forward. Look to the front of your mat. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You lower down for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Now you're on your belly. Your elbows are hugged by your sides like little chicken wings. So hands right by your shoulders. Elbows hugged by your sides, legs are long, pushing the tops of your feet, forehead comes down. Take an inhale here. Exhale, round your shoulders down and back, engaging the lats. And then you're gonna tuck your tail. Think about lifting your belly up off that mat. Pushing the tops of your feet so your knees lift off of that mat. Pushing your hands, lift your chest and heart up. See a lot of people going like this. You want gaze forward, neck long. You don't want any wrinkles in the back of your neck. Think about lifting your belly up and then lower back down. Let's do that 3 more times. Shoulders roll down, back, lift up. And lower. Only go as high as you don't feel that lower back. You want to be thinking about lifting up with that upper back. You'll feel your lower back working a little bit because it is working, but you don't want to just dump in your lower back. Last 2. And last 1, lift up, stay lifted. Hands go by your sides. Straighten those arms long and then bend your elbows, drag your elbows down by your sides. Extend and bend. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Lower your hands, lower your forehead. Sit your butt back to your heels. Take a child's pose. Take that counter stretch. Knees go wide. Drop your head heavy. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, walk your hands to the left. Push your right hip back in opposition. Feel a stretch that right side of your body. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, walk over to the other side. Perfect. All right, now you're gonna lay on your left side, or whatever side, we're gonna do both sides, and just face me. All right, so stack your hips, stack your shoulders. Easiest way to make sure you're stacked is just scoot yourself to the back edge of that mat. Then you can either take your arm long and bring your head on, or I like to prop myself up. And if you're ready for making a challenge, you've been doing this for a while, you can come up here. I'm gonna go here today. Okay, so bend your knees, and then you're gonna stack those hips, and you're just going to lift that top knee up, and then lower. So we're gonna do a little side kick series. You lift and lower, lift and lower. Good. So we're just doing clamshells to start for 4 and 3. And if you feel like your hips are rocking, just take your top hand on your hip and make sure they stay stacked. And 1. Then from there, extend your top leg long, flex your foot. You're gonna keep this hip stacked. You can put your hand here to make sure it stays. You flex kick forward. So you wanna think about hinging your hips. We tend to start going like this. I want you to stick your butt out. And then point, sweep back. Think about squeeze where your butt meets your thigh. So you flex kick forward. You point, sweep back. Good, for 6. And 5. That's it, last 4. And 3. 2 more. And last 1. Good, you sweep it forward, you circle up and around. Think about more so up, like an oval, and you want to think about stirring that thigh bone around your hip socket. Now, if you want to make it more challenging, your bottom leg goes straight, okay? You've got 3, and 2, and 1, starting to feel it now. You should feel that side of that hip. Good. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then from there, you're gonna bend your knee in a tabletop and then extend slightly behind you, flex that foot. Shoot energy out of that heel like you're stomping on something behind you. You've got 6 and 5. Try to make sure your shoulders are staying stacked. We tend to start twisting here. For 3 and 2 and 1. You fully extend, hold, pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Pat out your booty. From there, bend your top knee, grab your shin or your ankle, pull it in towards you. So you're getting a nice little stretch, and then we're gonna work our inner thigh. So bottom leg goes long, in line with your hips. Then from there, flex your foot, just lift and lower, lift and lower. And I want you to think about lifting up with that inner thigh. Good, for 6. Try to keep those hips stacked. 5, 4, that's it. For 3, 2, 1, lift up, pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good. Go ahead and flip onto your belly. I want you to sit your butt back to your heels and take a child's pose again. Now from here, this is not classical. This is a little Samantha contemporary edition. Okay, so you're gonna shift forward. Your shoulders stack over your wrist. You're like in a modified plank. You're gonna bend your elbows into a tricep push-up. You straighten your arms. You sit your butt back. You got 7 more like that. And then sit back for 6. If you want to make it more challenging, I'm not, but you can always could just stay here and do a push-up there and drop your knees, sit back. Let's do 3 and 2 and then 1 more. Perfect. Sit your booty back, take a stretch. Good. And then when you're ready, come on up, go the other side. So you're gonna stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Again, line yourself up to the back edge of that mat. Heads wherever feels comfortable. Bend your knees, stick your booty out. Top hand in front of you or on your hip. Top knee lifts, we go those clamshells to start and lower. You lift and lower. For 6, 5, 4, and I'm doing it right now, I shouldn't be doing it. We tend to look down, look straight ahead, so you don't strain your neck. For 3 and 2 and 1. Good. And then top leg extends long, flex that foot. Again, if you want more challenge, bottom leg straightens. You flex kick forward. You point sweep back. Again, think about those hips staying stacked. If you've gone for the challenge and your hips are rocking, bend that bottom knee to stabilize you until you can find that stabilization, and then go for more of the challenge. for 3 and 2. And last 1. Good. Circle up and around those little ovals. Think about trying to stir that thigh bone around your hip socket. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend your knee in a tabletop and then extend slightly behind you. Shoot energy out that heel. You bend and extend. Keep those shoulders stacked. You've got 5, 4, almost there for 3, 2, 1. You fully extend. You pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pat it out. Good. Bend that knee. Grab your ankle or shin. Pull it in towards you. Push your knee away from you so you get that stretch. Scoot your bottom leg back so it's in line with your hips. Flex that foot, and then you're going to lift up with that upper, inner thigh and then lower. You lift and lower for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Perfect job. All right, from here, you're going to lay on your belly. You're going to sit your butt back. Find that child's pose one more time. Tuck your toes, pike your hips up to the ceiling, pedal your feet out right and left. And then drop both heels down, find that stretch. And then bend your knees slightly, walk back towards your toes. If you have any lower back injuries, I want you to bend your knees very deeply here, okay? Otherwise, slight bend your knees, protect that lower back. Grab opposite elbows, sway side to side. And then switch your arms, sway side to side. And then both arms go long. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. And then keep those knees slightly bent as you slowly stack it up all the way to stand. Round the shoulders down and back for 3, 2, and 1. Taking one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, closing your eyes. Take a scan down your body from the top of your head all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. Feeling how much longer, stronger, and grounded you feel. And as you exhale, thank your body for everything it did for today. Thank yourself for showing up today, and thank yourself for taking care of your body in this way. You did a great job. I hope you come back to this class again and again, and I'll see you soon. Have a good one. Bye.